Hello, I'm Jamie McEwen. I'm a holistic health coach and an educator for WishGarden Herbs based in Los Angeles. So I love to share mocktail recipe ideas with you all. I love the idea of taking our herbal remedies and making them into a fun, refreshing beverage as a way to both, change the way you're engaging with the herbs and also to make it more delicious. It's a nice way for people who are newer to herbs to start incorporating them into their routine. But now that we're in October and we're heading into fall and winter, I wanted to change it up a little bit and bring you a hot beverage. So I have a really delicious, warm, soothing mocktail that we're gonna do today. This is a really fun one to do for the whole family on those, cool fall afternoons. And the beauty is you're gonna also get the benefits of an herbal remedy. So we are gonna make a hot spiced apple cider, and we're gonna add WishGarden's Genius Juice formula to it. So you may be familiar with Genius Juice. This is our brain, energy, mental clarity formula. It's got ginkgo, gotu kola, cinnamon, dandelion, eleuthero, and dandelion. A phenomenal herbal blend to help support the health of the brain, that clarity, focus when you have to study or you're just feeling a little, dragging, and you really want to perk up the brain without caffeine. So this is a phenomenal formula. The cinnamon in here really gives it that flavor. That flavor really comes through, which is why it's the perfect pairing with apple cider. So this is so simple. I'm going to show you what we're going to do. We are going to take, this is Gala apple juice, and I like the cloudy one. You want as much of that fibrousness from the apple as you can. Apple juice is a great source of vitamins. It's a great source of malic acid for the liver, and of course it tastes great too. So this is a 32 ouncer. You could do any size you can find depending on how many people you're going to be serving. And we're just going to add this to a sauce pot. Okay, so we're going to do the whole thing in there. And then we're gonna add mulling spices. Now, of course, there are apple ciders that come spiced already, but that's not as much fun to have it done for you. So I found this one. This is Davidson's Organic Herbal Mulling Spices. It has cinnamon, orange peel, allspice, cloves. So you could find any combination you like based on the spices and herbs that you wanna incorporate. But for this, we're gonna do about a tablespoon per 8 ounces of apple. So we're gonna do 4, and I'm gonna put it right in. You could also put it in a sachet if you want to make your cleanup easier, but I will just strain this at the end, okay? So we're gonna add our mulling spices, and then of course we're gonna turn on, probably just turn it on like a higher temp, and we're gonna let that steep, the spices steep into the apple juice for about 30 minutes. So get that set up, let it steep, and I'll check back in with you in 30. Okay, we're back 30 minutes later. Now the best part about this is that as your spice cider is steeping, it fills the whole house with the most amazing smell. It just really smells like the holidays and like fall. Oh, it's so good. So what I did is after about 10 minutes, I turned the oven down to just a simmer and did that for another 20. So about 30 total minutes of steep time. And of course you could leave it on longer if you'd like as well. And then I strained it out. So I strained out the mulling spices in a strainer and then into another pot here on the stove. So now I have a pot with just our cider in it. And of course now, next step is to add it to our favorite mug. And this one's mine. This is a Michigan mug, go blue for any other fans out there. And I like to pour this out 1 serving at a time and then add the herbs, just because we have a couple options here. We have our Genius Juice for adults and our Genius Juice Junior for kids. So if you're doing this for the family, you can do the regular one for the adults and the kids one for the little ones. So I'm gonna take, I don't have a ladle, so we're gonna scoop this out with a measuring cup, and I'm gonna get 1 serving here into my mug, a little bit more, it's so good. And I'm gonna add this to my mug. And then I'm gonna take the Genius Juice, and I'm gonna add a full serving, which is about 6 to 7 pumps on the pump top bottle, 2 to 3 full squeezes of the dropper bottle. 5, 6, 7. And now we have, stay there. Now we get to garnish. So what I got is just a cinnamon stick. You can use this to stir. Of course, you can rest it on top when you're just serving to make it look festive. You can also add some whipped cream on top of here, really get creative and fancy with it, but let's see how we did. Oh my gosh, this is so good. I mean, the spices, the apple, and I'll tell you, because of the cinnamon in the Genius juice, it actually enhances the taste in such a great way. You would never know there's an herbal tincture in here. So this is great, like I said, for people who don't like the taste of tinctures, or they're just like can't do the herbally taste. They will never know that I mean, of course tell them, but they'll never know it's in here once they're sipping it. And you know, you're gonna have this warm, comforting beverage, and at the same time, you're gonna feel more alert, more awake, more energized, and it's just a really fantastic fall treat on a cold day. So I hope you'll try this one out. This is one of my all-time favorite combinations with a mocktail, a warm mocktail. And always let us know other stuff you're trying, and happy fall, everyone.